Are you trying to improve your application's
Chat with
accessibility and
Zachary
making sure
Browning.
that people who use screen readers still get the best experience possible?
Chat with Ibrahim
Look
Day.
no further, I've got the solution for you. Hello guys, so we are back with a new video. Today's topic is going to be a bit different. It's going to be focused on accessibility. We're going to see how can we optimize the experience of people who are using screen readers. Because I think it's quite essential. It gives your application an edge, that's one thing, and the most important thing, it helps people who use screen readers to still use the app. So it's not going to be a long one. We're not going to go through the details of the UI. This was just a mini chat app UI I was practicing on, and we're going to just try to see how can we optimize this for accessibility. But before we do, we should use a screen reader, of course, to see if our changes are actually working. So the one that I use is called NVDA. So let me turn it on.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bit noisy, but bear with me.
Okay. Vibe plus
So-
React 12/22/20
So see here,
chats.
if you go through this,
Chats.
reads it, chats,
All.
because it's
Unread.
text anyway, so it's fine.
Favorites.
And
Zachary
then
Browning.
the name,
Decent perception.
the message,
12/27/24.
the date. So basically anything text-based is by default readable by the screen reader. But I wanted to add something a bit more. Let's say if he hovers on this, because that's such a big item, he can only see that this is related to Zachary Browning.
Zachary
if
Browning.
He hovers here. But what if he hovers here and he doesn't know that the name is on the left side? So I wanted to see how can I add like an on-hover effect that allows the screen reader to tell the user that if you click on this, you're going to get into a chat with
Decent
X
perception.
person, and so on. So it's pretty interesting. Let's get into the code and see how can we deliver it.
Visuals. Index.tsx. Halogen chat.
Here we have
Files explore.
that's
Level
our
6
page.
index.tsx 2 of
Let's
2.
make
Show.
Let me turn
and
off this
exit.
until
Exit.
we're done.
Okay. Index.
And then we turn it back on again to test. So this is our list, and to confirm that, let me quickly add a background color of red, maybe something like that. So it is the list items. So now there's two things to keep in mind, because since that this is a dynamic text that changes based on the current item that we're on, so it's not a one-time thing. So that means we're going to be handling it upon each hover event within each item. So first of all, I have a component already created in here. It's quite small, and I'm using Tailwind, so I'm using this SR only, which is screen reader accessible only, so it's not shown in the UI, but it's accessible to the screen readers. And we use this Arial Life Polite, and this sets the rule of how should the screen reader read this. For example, if he's still going through a text that is too long, and if you have this rule to be assertive, for example, it can skip the text that it was reading and it has not completed yet, and then get to this one. But for now, we're setting this to polite. It's not a big thing. And this is also region, helps the screen readers to identify the text. The area atomic one, I think this one is responsible for letting the screen reader know that this could be a dynamic content, since that we're gonna change the text based on which item we hover on. So we're telling it that expect this to have some changes. Yeah, so it's pretty simple, the component itself. Let's go back to the conversations page, and we want to do something. We want to set up a variable of live fusion content, which is the content that is going to be displayed in the accessible. I think set this to a no, and to the accessible div. And now we want to change this based on the hover effects. So we can do on focus. We set the live fusion content to no, not name. We're gonna say chat with and then name, and this name is coming from the conversations dot name. So you don't need to worry about the data structure of that. And then on mouse enter, we do the same thing, and then on blur we might reset it. On mouse leave we reset it again. So that's basically it for the state update for the live fusion content. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to render this component, and it's gonna be outside of the loop. Actually, yeah, outside, because we don't want to render 100 screen reader accessible component. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna test this, see if it works. That's the interesting part.
Well, okay. Index.Google Chrome. Vibe plus React chats.
Now we go here, chats, as expected.
Unread.
Unread, and then
Chat with Zachary Browning.
see, now it says chat with Zachary Browning.
Chat with Ibrahim Day. Chat
So
with
it
Kezia
gives
Watkins.
the user an indication that
Chat with
by
Damian
clicking
Hoffman.
on this,
Chat with Anna
you're
Jensen.
going to chat with X person. And yeah, I think this is very interesting. I actually didn't think
Chat
this
with
was possible,
And
but lately I've been
exit.
looking
Oh,
into accessibility optimizations, and I thought this is something worth sharing with you guys. Yeah, so I hope it helps. Thank you. Have a good day.